What is emotional intelligence? On today's episode, we're going to dive into Mr. Daniel Goleman's best-selling book, Emotional Intelligence, and talk about the 5 areas that you need to focus on improving to be an emotionally stable and strong person. Next to me, 2 of the best, Anna-Marie Meyer and Eddie Magane. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, thank you.
The first area that we need to discuss, self-awareness.
Self-awareness is if you know yourself. You need to know and understand what makes you emotional, what triggers you. You need to understand your capabilities. So self-awareness starts with you. Yeah. And you need to understand yourself before you can really help or assist other people. And that's the key importance of self-awareness. Understand your own emotional ability.
Yeah, knowing oneself is probably the hardest thing that you can do, but the most important.
Most important.
Beautiful. Number 2, self-regulation.
Yeah. You need to be in control. You need to be in control. It can go 2 ways. You can be in control of your feelings, or your feelings can control you. So what you want to do here is, should you start feeling like you're not supposed to feel, you need to know exactly that, okay, in this moment, this is a moment where I maybe need to be alone, and I need to make sure that if I'm with people, whatever I say, whatever I do will not affect them negatively. It's quite challenging, but if you set your mind to it, if you can just set a trigger, just to be able to speak to yourself that, okay, I'm feeling this way, and I must make sure that I don't transfer that energy to anyone else around me.
And of course, we make decisions based on our own emotional state, and sometimes not on what's really there. And that is the problem, where you start to need to control yourself. Because sometimes you've already made up your mind on how you're going to feel about the meeting. You've got a perceived value about it, the person, and that is where you need to know yourself, and you need to be able to control yourself.
Certainly.
100%. Now, number 3 is motivation. People with very high emotional intelligence, or rather the techniques, practice techniques of high emotional intelligence, will know how to motivate people a lot better than people that don't have good emotional intelligence. For example, people that are driven by family values, growing within a structure of a company, will be treated differently by a leader than people that are purely driven by money, or people that are driven by competition, that wants to go and make war with everybody. Now, a leader with very good emotional intelligence will know each and everyone's hot buttons and just press that hot button.
Sure.
Because what might work for the one will most certainly almost never work for the next one. And you need to have high emotional intelligence to judge who gets motivated by what. Yeah. Number 4, empathy.
I think it's something that a lot of people struggle with. Empathy is to understand that person's feeling. You can't always just give in, but you need to be able just to understand that person and take some time out with that person, and guide him through or her through a situation. But it is being able to see a situation where someone else is in without just going on about. Empathy is normally about a bad situation, and you can't just carry on and make that person feel even worse. So you need that bit of a motivation and understanding, but understanding someone else's feelings towards the situation.
How would I feel if I'm in a situation where I'm spoken to this way, that is going to occur now? So yeah, social skills.
Yeah, so this is definitely being able to understand people. Knowing what your actions, your words, what impact it has on other people. I often say the world might not have bad people. There is a possibility. If you ever understand that if someone treats you bad, it's possibly because they're going through something. Yeah, so it's always very necessary to evaluate every situation you're in. I mean, some of us like making jokes, and at times you're joking with someone that's just not in a very good space. So the impact of your words, your actions, very important too. The environment and who you're spending time with. This can affect you directly in a work environment, obviously, because you might put people in a bad mood and you're most unlikely to get good results if that happens.
Absolutely. That's called a soft skill. Social skills are so important.
And people build people.
Yeah.
So if you've got the wrong match, we've got bad people.
Yeah. So in closing, we've got self-awareness, self-regulation, we have motivation, empathy, and social skills. Those are rather the building blocks of an emotionally intelligent, well-rounded leader. Thank you very much. This was a serious topic. I really enjoyed it. And hopefully the viewers enjoyed it as much as we did and learned something and perhaps identified 1 or 2 areas that they can improve in. I know we all can improve in. I can improve in all 5, absolutely. But hopefully you identified a few as well. If you did, please leave us a comment, also a like, and
subscribe to our channel.
And ring the bell.
And have yourselves an awesome day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.